Simon Grix, thanks for your time. Simon,
No worries,
it's time
mate.
for the 2019 season. How do you feel to be staying at the club for that length of time?
Yeah, good. It's been done a while now, to be fair, but obviously we've wanted to worry about getting some of the more prestigious signings done in young Brandon there and Chester being main ones. But no, happy having really enjoyed this year. It's been good. And I could tell you a load of cliches about your long time retired and all that, but I think I probably have felt like at times thought about retiring over the last couple of years. But we've got a good group, pretty tight, and yeah, I think I've got one more in me, maybe two. I don't know, but won't look that too far ahead. But yeah, happy to have signed, happy to be staying with this group, which by the look of it, we're going to be able to keep a good chunk of us together and go again, and hopefully we can achieve something special again next year. Obviously the format changes, but we'll still want to be up there fighting for the top honours. So we'll put our best foot forward come November and get back into it.
Is that team spirit and team togetherness, is that one of the reasons why you decided to stay on for another year?
Yeah, well, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't bother really. Obviously, talk about sacrifice, you're working and then you come a few nights a week. I've got a young family at home like a lot of lads have, and you do give up a lot, but it is rewarding when you're spending time with your mates like that, and keeps you feeling young, I suppose. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this year, and when it came about to start talking about it, it didn't really take a great deal of time to get sorted.
Is there any particular game or moment that stands out from this season?
A few good games where I think Lee would probably be the obvious choice, but I think that was all a bit pretty. It all went for us that day. I think I enjoy the games more where we really dug in and stuck in a game, even though we're not perfect. We're not a perfect team. Our points difference will tell you that. But we've just got a bit of grit about us and we dig in. So I think I probably have to say possibly like maybe Toulouse at home, which I think we certainly deserved to win that game, but we made it really hard and we didn't convert a lot of opportunities in that game. And obviously when Grady got over at the end, which kind of sealed the game for us, that were a big moment. Enjoyed that one.
I know Richard's mentioned your contribution and Scott's sort of when he was on crutches for large periods of this season. Have you enjoyed that coaching side as well as the player?
Yeah, a difficult time for Rich because obviously he's the man with his head on the block, and that injury sort of stopped him from his usual sort of activity and getting in and around the lads on the pitch. So me and Muzz probably stepped up a bit there. It didn't change that much. Rich with a voice behind it, but me and Muzz talk a lot in training, and we do lead parts of training anyway on a normal training session regardless of Rich's injury. But yeah, we probably just did a little bit more, took a bit more ownership, and to be fair, all lads did. That might have been a time when Rich, because he couldn't stand up for too long, was 50 metres away sat in dugout. They could have took the mick a little bit and maybe not done what we asked or cut them corners because there weren't as many eyes watching or whatever it might have been, but they didn't. All lads stepped up as well, and as I say, took ownership of it.
How's that dynamic worked of you obviously being Rich's assistant coach and a player as well?
I've asked that question each year I've been here. It's been okay, to be honest with you. It can be awkward at times because probably party to some information that we can't share with lads or shouldn't share at that time. Obviously everyone finds out everything in the end in terms of like team selection and what we're trying to do, what players we're trying to do and why we're doing them. So that probably could make it awkward, but again, back to lads, they take mick out of us a bit, teachers' pets and all the rest of it, but generally they make it alright. If it were a different set, it might be different. People worrying about me and Muzz knowing things we shouldn't, I suppose, in and around the team, but no, lads have been alright with us, so it's been good.
Just finally, in terms of 2019, obviously you mentioned top 5 playoff system. How does that change things going into next season?
I don't know, does it change it? Probably not. We top 4 this year, top 5, does that make it a better opportunity for us? Probably, another opportunity to get in the mix there, but no, I'm probably a little bit interested to see how it's all going to pan out in terms of the financial situation, everything, because I don't think that's been revealed yet. Because obviously this year, we've earned our way into the top 4, we will get a good sum of money compared to obviously if you finish in the Championship Shield there, and just got to wonder what will happen next year and how that might affect our league championship moving forward. But look, as I said, we'll start in November, best foot forward, and hopefully we'll bring in another couple of young lads, maybe a couple of new faces as well, freshen us up there, and yeah, we'll just attack it like we did this year, and hopefully we can learn from our what would it be? I say our offensive discipline and execution, and come up with a style of play that's more efficient for us and gets us over that line more often.
Simon, congratulations on the new deal, and thanks for your time.
Thanks, mate.